Welcome back. It is 6:15 on this Friday. Universities across the U.S. have been facing campus protests for weeks now, including here in Austin at the University of Texas.
Following the money can often tell us a lot about what's going on. And to tell us more, CEO and founder of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski, joins us live this morning. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Allison. Good morning, John Carlos.
Good morning, Adam. UT Austin University funded by students and taxpayers. So how much taxpayer funding is in play?
Well, from university disclosures, about 10% of the budget comes from the general fund from Texas taxpayers, the General Assembly. And so that amounts to about $350 million a year. So every taxpayer in Texas, you've got a big stake in the flagship university. We also found that the University of Texas Austin, like other elite universities like in the Ivy League or across the country, today they are more federal contractor than they are educator. For example, the University of Texas Austin, they collect more on federal contracts and grants than they do on student tuition. It's about 22% of their general budget on contracts and grants and 20% on undergraduate student tuition. And when you hear on the fact that the university has a $90 billion dedicated endowment, I think many people, taxpayers especially, will start to question why the university doesn't lighten the load at all levels on taxpayers. They got a $19 billion endowment.
Adam, we're also hearing more and more about foreign and grants. How significant is the foreign funding at UT?
So we took a look at the mandatory federal disclosures that the university must provide to the Department of Education, and we found the majority of the foreign gifts and grants over the course of the last 25 years amounted at UT Austin to about $400 million, which is significant. Now, the countries most involved in those foreign gifts, they're allies. So it's places like England, Canada, countries like that. You did have, a couple to watch, $26 million from China. You had nearly $20 million from Saudi Arabia. But across the state of Texas, MD and Houston, they were the number one recipient of foreign gifts and grants at over $1 billion. Texas A&M actually established a degree-conferring campus back in Qatar. They had about $900 million worth of foreign gifts and grants, much of it from Qatar. And for instance, like the community college in Houston also established a degree-conferring campus back in Qatar. So I think when you look at other Texas universities, the University of Texas Austin on foreign gifts and grants, they look better.
Adam, what is the percentage of international students at UT Austin, and how does this compare to other top universities across the U.S. and Texas?
So it's 8.3% of the student body. The university disclosures are international students. For instance, at Texas A&M, that figure is 8%, and both of those look really good up against, say, Columbia, where 38% of student body. Graduate programs at MIT are 41% foreign students. So on that basis, these flagship universities in Texas, they look good. On most of the student body is domestic. And that's what we like to see. We like to see our state public universities funded by taxpayers, unabashedly American, and they are in Texas.
Adam, we've got UT graduations this weekend. What measures have been taken by the administration to prevent disruptions?
Well, thankfully, they're holding the in-person commencement, and the commencement speaker is a UT grad, the first female fighter pilot in the Air Force, a major general. So this is good because they're taking all kinds of precautions. Security is going to be tight. There's a clear bag policy in place. There's also strict conduct rules. For instance, no heckling. They're going to immediately remove you if you do that. Any conduct that disrupts, same thing. They're going to remove you from the commencement.
Adam, always great information you share with us. Thank you for chatting with us this morning.
Thank you.
And you can find all of Adam's reports at OpenTheBooks.com.